Good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to bring you April's completed colouring pages. I managed 10 this month, which is an absolute miracle considering everything that's gone on. You'll have to excuse my glittery desk, there's Mod Podge all over it, but that's the crafter's life, isn't it? I hope you're all doing well. So yeah, so I managed to complete 10. And I've been working through the gifts that I've been so kindly given over the last goodness knows how long. And my first page I did in Voyage by Joseph Kattenbang. Beautiful, beautiful book since they've took away the hidden objects. I love them. So let me bring you in slightly. This is my very pastel page. This is... what I was going to say, I've lost train of thought. This is the first page that I've done in this book, but I'm thrilled with her. I think she came out really well. I wanted it toned down and soft, and I think I managed to achieve that. Now, what did I use? Prismas. Just Prismas and stickles, and obviously a little bit or a lot of white Posca. I hope if I put my lamp back on, it will drown it out, but I hope you'll be able to pick up on those beautiful stickles all around there, stickles diamond, and there's a little bit on the cage. So I'll turn that back off because it drowns out the colours because they are very soft. So the whole thing would have been done in pencil, and that's pretty impressive for me. Would usually be an alcohol marker, but oh, I did. I lied. I was going to say, it would usually be an alcohol marker background, so I did. A yellow background and then went over it with pale greens. So I'm thrilled with her. I'm really, really pleased. This book has many, many more beautiful pages for me to get to, but absolutely stunning book. I love it. So that's Mythographic, A Colour and Discover by Joseph Kattenbang. It's currently 4:10 in the morning. I've got to do these things to fit everything in, folks. In between sleep, it consumes you. Okay, and then my Derwent did it, and they released, oh no, hang on, they released 28 new pencils, of which I brought 24. I've still got some of the greys to get. And so I wanted to play, so who better to play with than Lizzie Mary Cullen, and this is Magical Journey. I love her work. I absolutely adore Lizzie's work. And once you get the hang of how much water to use so that it doesn't bleed through in your books, and that requires getting a decent water brush, so I would recommend the Kuretake. This is the detailer brush. It's really fine, gorgeous brush. I also highly recommend the Derwent push button ones because they control the amount of water that is put out on your page so that it doesn't swamp it and then bleed through. So, A Magical Journey by Lizzie Mary Cullen. And I did this gorgeous page. I don't know, it really spoke to me. So I used Inktense, which was the new colours, a little bit of Prisma for touching up. I think the whole background is Inktense, I'm pretty certain it is. There's no shine. No, it's Inktense. You can see the sort of water fading out. Inktense, Prisma to go over the top. The whole thing would have been based in Inktense, then Prisma, and then the swirls are Derwent pastel paints that you get in their little travel pan. Let me see if I can reach it to hand. This one. Absolutely love this pan set. One of my favourites. I love their paints. They're creamy and gorgeous. So that's the swirls were done. And I used my Art pastel pens to fill in the little dots and any details, and that's it. But I love it. I love how it came out. This sort of the brightness of the flowers and the parrot against the soft of the background. But I think the Derwent Inktense, those 28 new colours, I think have changed the set completely for me. I absolutely adore them. And like I say, there's no bleed through, so I can colour on my other pages she says. Let's hope there's none on this side. No. So I have got a slight bit of crinkling, but I really like that sound. And it was just a joy to colour. I love it. I didn't post anything this month on Instagram, like I say. Had a few things going on, which I talked about in my last Colour With Me video. But yeah, thrilled to bits with this. I love it. And I'm going to be revisiting her books because they seem to have disappeared off of YouTube, but they're still available. Well, this one is for certain, and The Magical Christmas, and what's the other one she's got? Magical City. They are still available on Amazon, and I just adore her work. She's, yeah, incredible. Anyway, so that's my page, my parrot page in The Magical Journey by Lizzie Mary Cullen. And then on the channel, I did a Colour With Me for Easter, and we did a page in Seasons. It's getting quite full now, my Seasons book. I'm just trying to find the right page. No, not that one. We will get there, folks. I think. I'm looking for a wobbly page. A crinkly page, not that one. Oh, there we go. And we did, as a Colour With Me on the channel, so if you're interested in this, we did this beautiful Easter chick page, and this was Inktense, of course. There's quite a few pages that I played with the new Inktense colours, and I loved it. I had so much fun doing this page. So, I can't remember. I know we went over with Prisma, I think. Yeah, Prisma, Posca. But I Inktenced all of it apart from, I don't know, I can't remember now. I think the whole thing was Inktense, apart from the little crowns. And I had a blast. So I went in and did the daffodils, and then we went back and brightened them up even more. And I'm just thrilled with how the page came out. I love it. And I'm, like I say, I know I'm banging on about them, but the new colours are just incredible from Inktense. I love them. And I love how this turned out. So there is a video for this. I think it's a one-part massive video, as all mine seem to be turning out lately. I don't know why. But I think I'm having fun and chattering with you. And then before I know it, I edit the video, put all the clips together, and it's like nearly 2 hours long, but hey-ho. So yeah, so that's on the video, and I love it. I'm really, really pleased. When I look back on it, I really like how it came out. I like the colours that I chose. Yeah, just really pleased with it. So it will flatten out over time, but there's lots of crinkly pages in this book that I'm not really that fussed about. As long, you know, squash it down in between some other books, it'll smooth out. And it's not that your pages are crinkly, it's what you've done in it, and are you pleased with it? So, and I am. So, the wonderful Hannah Carson Seasons. Then next I did a page in this gorgeous book. This is a colour yard book. Do you know what? I don't know. Wonderful Worlds, I think it is, isn't it? I think this might be the first one. Obviously, I think it's German. And I did quite a simple page, but I chose the little sunbathing froggy. I gave her a glittery bra, lip gloss and eyeshadow with stickles. I hope that picks up. Let me put my lamp on. Can you pick up them stickles? I don't know if you can. But again, this probably was the first page that I did use the Inktense in. And this is Inktense, Diamond Stickles and Prismas again. I was playing. And I didn't put a background in because I just didn't think it needed it. I was playing and practicing blends with my Inktense so that I could bring you a video with them. I see I didn't shade these leaves down here. What can you do, folks? What can you do? But I love these books. I absolutely love these. And my lovely friend... oh, did I buy this one? I don't know. I can't remember whether I bought it or my lovely friend Trudy got it for me. But I love them. I absolutely adore these books. And this paper is just... well, it's not even paper, it's cardstock. There's so many gorgeous, gorgeous pictures in here. I like this duck. Look. So, yep, so just Inktense and a little bit of Prisma. I think there's hardly any Prisma, but really, really enjoyed it. And I love how my little sparkly bikini frog came out. Gorgeous. So this is the Colour Yar book, and I believe this is Wonderful Worlds, or Wonderful Little Worlds maybe. Gorgeous, and this is available on Amazon again, so okay. Then folks, then came the release of Denise Klett's new book. Oh, what a trouble I had getting this. I'd had it pre-ordered from last year. They gave a release date. This was Amazon. Gave a release date. The day came, and then it said it wasn't coming. Then they cancelled my order. Then it became available again, so I reordered it. They changed the date again, so I had to go to Blackwell's to get it. It was just a nightmare. So I've done 2 in here this month. If you follow me, you'll know. This one I did at home by myself. Well, I didn't. I coloured it with my lovely friend Emmy. We spend a lot of time colouring together. And what did I use for this? I think this might have been before. Yes, this was before the Inktense pencils. So I used my Artex pencils, and I used the Colorista pencils by Spectrum Noir, the really cheap ones, but they didn't really like this paper, so I switched. Alcohol markers. My Artex pastels that they sent me are gorgeous. I did the background with the cloud stencil. White Posca, and of course the rings have stickles. Is it stickles or is it... I think it might be Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. But just incredible books. The paper is magnificent. So there was some basting, as you can see, with alcohol markers. But yeah, really good fun. And what I did was chose a colour palette based on parrots, and took the yellow, blue and green and just mixed them up for each bird, so it kept the sort of, there wasn't too many colours on the page, it kept it consistent. You can't even see half of that. Yeah, and then just detailed with white Posca. I love it. I love how it turned out. In fact, there's quite a few this month that I'm really pleased with. I didn't really do like any... Well, we did a Kirby. Well, I'll shut my face and we'll move on and I'll show you. We'll come back to this book because we did a colour with me in here. So this is Birds by Denise Klett. Gorgeous new book. Will be staying out on my pile. And then I'm going to fit this in because I don't know where I did it in the month because I didn't write it down. I think it might have been earlier on in the month. I can't remember. Anyway, no, it can't have been because we did it with Inktense. So, Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosannes. I wasn't that keen on it when it first came out. I thought, oh, it was a bit far out for me. But the more I looked through and the more I accepted that it could be whatever you wanted it to be. They're aliens. They can look however you want them to look. It kind of came to me. So I'm falling back in love with it. So as a Colour With Me video, which I think is very long, we did these, what I call my brain sponge snail things. And we did this with Inktense. I remember using Inktense. I can't remember what pencils I used. Whether they were Prisma or... I can't remember. Or were they Lightfast? They might have been Lightfast actually, because I wanted these beautiful sort of Marsy colours. The background went very wrong. I loved the clouds, but I tried to use the same colours for the sky and it just sort of blended in too much. So we did a black... I did a black Posca background and then I put Mod Podge Extreme Glitter on it. Look at that stuff. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like Stickles, but you get it in... there, I've got the pot next to me. You get it in a massive pot like this. And it looks white. It's like a glue, obviously. And then, but oh my gosh, it's so shiny and gorgeous. yeah, so we used Inktense, and I think it was light fast pencils. The only thing I would change, if I was going to do it, I would change the inside of his mouth. I'm not so keen on it being green, but... And I left him just very white and grey, so he stood out as being different in the landscape. But I'm really thrilled with how he turned out. So there is a video for this if you want to have a go yourself. Just loved the page. I mean, they are... Please tell me I haven't stuck... Oh, that's okay. Bit of Mod Podge. They are quite bizarre images, but when you like get it through your head, for me anyway, getting it through my head, I can colour these whatever colour. They don't have to be normal. You don't have to try and find a normal. Do you know? Does that make sense to you? You know, they can be whatever you want them to be. So I had a lot of fun doing my brain sea sponge nail things. Anyway, there is a video, a very long video, but there is a video of this one if you fancied having a go. So that is Kirby Roseanne's, and there's Mod Podge all over the front of my book as well. Kirby Roseanne's Alien Worlds. And then, oh yes, then I did, obviously, my aim to finish Room of Wonders by, Rooms of Wonder by the incredible Joanna Basford. Done loads in here now. Me and Emmy are working our way through, and we did, it's not finished, but we started a double page spread, and I got this far because I'm considering this a double page spread, and I decided that I didn't want to just leave my little objects blank. I wanted a border, so I squared them out and then did... Oh, did I just rip my book? No! I squared them out, and I'll come in so you can see a little bit. There you go. Yeah, I squared them out and then chose different colour, sort of soft backgrounds. Same colours that I'd used in the image, but just sort of pasteled them. I do intend to do this page too, the same, and I used quite a lot. Oh no I didn't. I used Artex, Posca and my Mod Podge glitter. Now, it's not finished, so you might pick up on some of the spaces that I haven't got the Mod Podge on yet. But I tried to do the background glittery rather than the actual objects, which is my favourite. I quite like the marbles, how they turned out. I love this pink and black handbag. Trophy's quite good considering I'm not used to doing stuff like that. But yeah, so I really like it. We are working our way through this incredible book. I will have to do another video when I've worked through all the other pages, all the other books that I'm working through. I will have to do another colour with me video in here. Yes, so I've got my combos written down, ready to go to do the other side, so that should be good fun. So that is Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder, one of my favourite all-time books, this one. Okay, then we can go back to birds in the forest, and we did a colour with me video on the channel, if I can find it, and we did the angry bird in a nest. I loved him. He's just so adorable. Look at him. Look at that face. And he's been left behind by all the neighbourhood women while they go out and party, and he's been left to look after all these eggs. He's not impressed. Look at the bags under his eyes. So we used, I used alcohol markers as a base, as you'll see. But on the video I did say I selected pencils that you wouldn't need. What am I trying to say? You could colour with me without using the alcohol markers is what I'm trying to say, because the pencils I chose you could do without the undercolour. I will get my words out. Come in a little bit. So I don't think I've sticklised this. Oh, I've ripped the book. Look, the book's ripped. Is it glued or sewn, this book? I don't know, but my pages come out there. Down here, look. No. Anyway, so we used Artex pencils, my alcohol markers, but you don't need them, Posca, and my Artex pastels for the background. Beautiful, I loved it. Really funny little picture. So we Posca'd little dots on the eggs, did some highlights. Yeah, absolutely had a blast doing this with you guys. We need to do more in here because they are hilarious, the images in here. There is a mermaid as well somewhere at the back. There, for Mermaid. She's cute, isn't she? But yeah, I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that you can just do the brightest colours because it's cartoon style. You can just throw anything at it. Doesn't have to make sense. So that is Denise Klett's brand new book, Birds in the Forest. And then, I mean, we've been absolutely spoilt, haven't we, this month for brand new books. We got Creative Heaven's Gnome Suite Gnome by the very talented Teresa Goodridge. And I've pre-ordered, she's got a Christmas one coming of gnomes. So keep an eye out for that if you're a Teresa Goodridge fan. This book has been out a while, I know, in the US, but for us to get it was a nightmare again. So anyway, I did this little page. Absolutely loved it. I did, this would have been alcohol markers, Artex and Posca I've put. So yeah, basted quite a lot of it. I quite like the paper in the Creative Heaven books. Is it Heaven? Haven. Haven. What can I say? Oh, what else is there? Stickles. Can you pick up on the stickles? I don't know. Can't tell on my little monitor whether you can or not. There's someone's little bell. Where else? In the centre of the flowers. Butterflies. Her ribbon. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I can't really... There's not much to say, just it was such good fun. This book is adorable. But I pre-ordered it last year, but Amazon is saying they haven't got it again. So I don't know what is going on with Amazon at the moment for us in the UK. It's very, very frustrating when you pre-order books and they're just not arriving. Because this is a must, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. So good. But these are like Christmassy pictures, so I can't wait till our Christmas one comes. If we can get it in the UK, that is. Is there another Christmassy one there? No. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous book. Love it. So that's my first page in there. We'll have to do a colour with me in this book. I love it. Gnome Suite Gnome. And then, I think there's one more, just one more picture, if you're sticking with me. I went back to my sadly very neglected Linda Ravenscroft books. This is Naughty Fairies 2, and I did, here she is, I thought this was quite fitting for me. This is the Stay in Bed Fairy. One of those mornings when you can't get out of your lovely comfy bed. Watercolour and ink on paper. So, I used watercolours. This, her quilt and her pillow behind her is all watercolour. I just kept layering it and layering it until I got the intensity of colour. Quite impressed with that. The little denim patches were watercolour with paint over. The trees and the background are all watercolour, as are her wings. Apart from the veins in her wings, I used an beige Posca pen to do that. The face is light fast, like watercolours and light fast. So I did a watercolour base, put a little bit of pencil on it, and then did some more detailing with, let me fold her over, Did some more detailing with pencil. But I just love Linda's work. I love the quality of these books. Let's try to find that. Love the quality of these books, and I love the fact, I mean, I loaded this with water. Absolutely loaded it. And we've got a little bit of a crinkle, but I mean, if you taped it down, it wouldn't. But, oh, just love it. And that, folks, is what all the pages that I managed to get done this month. I've got my pile of gifts and new books to do behind us. I will keep working through all my incredible gifts and bring you Colour With Me's in them. I've had a few more gifts for my birthday, which is on the 17th. So I'm very, very excited to see what gifts that the family bring. Yes! And it'll be colouring gifts. So I'll bring those to the channel as and when I get them. I'll bring them to the channel. Oh yeah, oh my god, I forgot to tell you. I won a Colouring Heaven competition. I will show it on the channel. I won their, they've got a massive A1 poster of a map of the UK, and instead of it being just a normal map, it's filled with animals, a little bit like Kelly O'Gorman is the artist I'm trying to think of. Absolutely stunning. I won that in 24 Goldfarber pencils, so I never win anything. So when they contacted me, it was like, no way. Well, that arrived, and you should see it, folks. It's stunning. You can buy it, so I will show you on the channel this massive poster, because I do plan to colour it stage by stage and keep it, because it's gorgeous. So anyway, it's now 20 to 5 in the morning. I have got work this morning. I will let you all go. Thank you for joining me and sharing in April's colouring pages. And let's hope that May brings us just as much joy. Alright, my lovely friends. So until we meet again very, very soon, take really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.